Hey everybody, wanted to do a quick video on my experience using pine tar on my chickens. So this was relatively affordable, and it's a real old-fashioned remedy to use on horse hooves, to waterproof things. It acts like an antibacterial agent on wounds, and this is why I used it for the chickens. You see, I've got two roosters. I did not buy them. They were female chickens that turned out to be roosters, though they told me they were all supposed to be hens. And one of them, if not both of them, are incredibly rapey and aggressive. So what happened was they were really tearing up the backs of the chickens. So of course I Googled it to try to figure out the best solution to help my poor hens. The other solution would be to kill and eat both of the roosters, but I'd like to keep at least one of them. But it's this big white one here that is the real aggressive one. So you can, of course, try to mow down, saw down, file down their nails. It's not the easiest thing to do, and the problem with that is the roosters do protect the females, so without those sharp claws, they're not going to be able to protect them very well. So what I did, because I guess it's a real old-fashioned method of both healing the wounds of the poor chickens from the roosters clawing them open while they're trying to fertilize them, and so it helps to heal the wounds, but it also puts a protective barrier in between the chickens and the roosters don't like the smell or the taste of that. So this morning, before we let the ladies and gentlemen out, we caught each hen and put a nice layer of the pine tar on their backs, especially on their wounds and anywhere that they were showing any signs of balding or stress. And today I have seen little to no aggressive mounting from the roosters, which is really great. Really great to see. So makes for happier hens, and that will not get open wounds and infections, and it's put the roosters in some type of control, at least for today. We'll see how often the pine tar will have to be applied, or if perhaps it's going to somewhat break the roosters from being so rapey and aggressive to the hens. But as of today, a full day watching the hens free range, the pine tar worked really well. And it was easy to use. Just grabbed a small paintbrush that I bought at the dollar store. My spouse helped me hold the chickens, and we just applied a nice, reasonable thick coat to the backs of the chickens and anywhere there was any wounds or balding, exposed skin. And yeah, happy with the results so far. I don't know how happy the roosters are not getting their way and being able to beat up these poor hens all day, but that's the way of nature. I didn't design that one. That's it. So if you're having problems with your roosters being over aggressive and you're getting balding on your chickens, I'm guessing this could also work with pen pecking. If you're having a pecking issue, you could also use the pine tar for that. I bought my pine tar on Amazon, but I'm sure you could find it cheaper somewhere. But I just wanted to get a small amount to experiment with it. I also think I could make it myself, which would be a pain, but it's possible. You can just collect the pine sap that's dripping from various pine trees if you have them on your property or have a pine forest near you, and then you just drop all the pine sap into 70% alcohol, and then depending how thick you want it is how much alcohol you would put versus the pine resin. I'm also guessing you may be able to buy pine resin online, but again, I don't know what the cost is. But if you were, if we were to face the apocalypse, you could make your own pine tar with just alcohol and pine resin. And I have made pine resin before because it's an amazing antibiotic and it's great for healing wounds. and great for burns. So I have collected the pine sap before and made my own kind of pine tar, but in small quantities just for cuts and burns and things. All right, that's it. So if you're having problems with your roosters tearing up your chickens, pine tar seems to be a great, efficient, affordable, old-fashioned remedy. If you like my quick money-saving tips, garden wisdom, political philosophies, art, and occasional magic, please like or subscribe or share. That's it. Thanks.